Hi, I'm Steph from Geelong Performance Coaching, or GPC squad. With the World Championships on the Gold Coast coming in 2.5 weeks, it's very important to know how to dismantle a bike, which is something that comes very natural when you've done it for many years or you've traveled overseas a lot, but can be quite daunting if you're a beginner. So you pretty much have to focus on pedals, derailleur, wheels, seat, and headstand. So I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. Some bikes, and depending on the size of your bike as well, you won't have to take the pedals off, or you won't have to take the handlebar off, or you'll just have to put the seat down. But if you're really tall, and depending on your bike box, the brand of your bike box, you will have to take the entire seat post off. So we start with the pedals. So one logic with the pedals is that if you push forward, that's the way you pedal, so it's not going to work. So you got to go opposite way of your pedaling. So you pedal that way. So to undo it, you do it this way. So that's one done. Very important that you secure all the equipment in a seal bag, because it's very easy to lose screws. And as we discovered last year in Rotterdam when Kate broke the derailleur, what do you call that again? Hanger. We had to look pretty much for 1 week to find one. So it's also handy to have a spare derailleur hanger, which we have bought this year. So you do the other pedal. So again, if you push in the way that you pedal, it's not going to work. So you push opposite way. Again, secure in your bag. Then you do the seat. Which you got to be very careful, because I remember at Ironman New Zealand, Stapo, I wasn't careful and actually lost the screws that got stuck in my frame, and it took me an hour to get it out. So in this case here, what I'm just going to do is put it down. But as I said, sometimes you will need to take it completely off, depending on the size of your bag. So that's down. So we don't have to worry about the screw. Then we're gonna do the headstand. So you actually keep those 2 screws on. You just loosen them up, just a touch. And then you do this one. This one has to come out completely, because you're gonna have to take that out and tuck it into your frame. And what I do with this, so I don't lose it, I'll put it back on. But don't put it back on half, because that's a very good way to snap the screw. And then again, you can run into a lot of issues, because none of the bike companies do standard screws. They all have the individual brand, and you know, to make you, of course, purchase more, like the hangers. Remember, Kate? Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna do the wheel. Remember, you always have to take some pressure off your tires, otherwise they can blow up. So you reduce by half the pressure. That will do. Then you always check if this is okay with your airline company. So this is a Victoria foam or pit stop. Same with CO2, we've had issues in the past with Canada and China that our bike was stuck because of those. So you always have to check. So you take your wheel off. To put in the bike case, you'll have to take the skewer off, because that can go through your bike box or create more damage to your frame. And then the back, you always make sure that before you take the back wheel off, that you're in your 11 or your 10 or your 12, because it's a lot easier. Then you do the same with the back wheel. Which it's a screw-on valve, so I'm just gonna have to pretty much do it manually. And then put it back on, so then you make sure that you don't lose it, you know where it is. And then the last step is just to take the derailleur off. So all I used is this big one for the pedal and this little tool. They don't weigh a lot. Always have them with you. They're very handy. And the last part, as I said, is just to take the derailleur off, which is very simple to do and can save you a lot of headache and a lot of money.
Stefan, can you show us where the hanger is? Because each bike's got a different hanger.
The hanger is just there. It's what the derailleur is hanging on. Okay, and that's if it breaks. If it breaks, there's no standard hanger. Every company has their own, and it's a nightmare to find one in some parts of the world. So gently, you never force a derailleur. Same when you have to put it back on. You gently take it off. This is the hanger, which is a BMC Time Machine 2 hanger. And then what you do is just tuck it in there. And then I'll show you the next step when we're gonna put the bikes together in the box. So this is pretty much step number 1. Now we're gonna get on to putting the box and protecting your bike. Thanks for following.